It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
They made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Mike spot 9. Back north. We ain't giving up nothing today. We ain't giving up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 67 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hey, check 26. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
319.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
319.
Rodgers now throwing again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 30. This is Gabriel out on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing, fellas.
And it's 3rd down.
Woo! Let's get it. 180. Man, I got you.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right, maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check, 59, 59.
Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 33 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Protein spill.
To throw is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
27 yards there, a 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got it. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run with Davis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Green 18. 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bears 42. Packers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Blue 58. Check 59. Who that?
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. The left side throw complete to Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, here we go. Watch 59.
Rodgers again now. Open man is Allison, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison, 40 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 68 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll get this up past the 25. Before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. It's caught. Stills, right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fitzpatrick's pass caught by Stills. 20. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one left side, caught by Patterson. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 30 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That one good for 37 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come to my world. Come on now, let's go.
50.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to...
Defense will get the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and... At the 9-yard line.
180! I want to work! I want to work! Get me
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 46. This is Cohen, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A Chicago first down there on a It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming in. Hey.
On first down, Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. He completes it right side away. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Brady going to throw. This is White on the screen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well,
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize it in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That's good for a gain of 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big...
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Keep playing hard.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now Trubisky on third and long. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of two quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after one. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This will be taken in after one. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, you're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On the ground, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And an alley to run. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards for him on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Now Trubisky to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Trubisky now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action with Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Now a play fake. Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5